Okay, we're going. Hello, hello. So today I will share with you my I just opened my PC. I will talk about this in a second. I'll share with you my process of creating videos, my ideas that come through, and how I actually how I actually create them. So I'm using motion canvas to write those motion animations, which are basically you know made for people to understand programming and other stuff like that. So I have an entire video which is animated like this, and I'm currently working on it. And since it will take me a lot of time until I finish it, I thought, why not record this? Because it will be pretty cool, share with you my thoughts and how I think. So if you want to create this video similar to this, and you know how to code, I know it will be pretty useful to watch it. Yeah, okay, this is going to be raw, no edits. I recorded this thing earlier and my PC freaking crashed in front of me. I don't know why, probably because I have a bottleneck or something between my CPU and GPU, which I'm too lazy to address. So yeah, it basically keeps crashing once the GPU is basically forced out, which is why it's I think the 10th time I'm recording this. The first 5 times were me awkwardly pausing because I'm really not comfortable while talking to the camera. And yeah, that's basically it. The next 5 times were some pretty decent videos, but they interrupted from my mistakes. I wasn't talking, I was making very bad offensive jokes, or I'll try to focus on the code here now in this recording because I hope I have time until 9 a.m. Actually, it's 7:40 right now to finish my work task. So let's go. Actually, first I would like to introduce you to what I'm actually doing. That will probably make sense. All right, so on the right we have some code. On the left we have the editor in which I actually see what I code. I mean, not this code. This is it's a bit confusing. All right, I see this. So let's say I'm basically here I'm creating those rectangles, putting them on a canvas, and on the left I'm actually seeing the canvas, which is very useful. That's why I like motion canvas, which is this library that allows me to code while simultaneously look in my look at my result, because I can adjust things by the moment. And it's used to creating general motion graphic animations. You might have heard about Manim, which is a similar tool, but it's more inclined to strictly math animations, I believe. I'm not sure. If I see something stupid, please correct me so I can get more attention from YouTube. And basically, in Manim, you don't have an editor, which is pretty bad. I don't really like this. The motion canvas is alright. I mean, its entire purpose is to write code in the left to see what you just written, which as a fundament is very nice, but I'm a guy who also likes to interact, but I can't drag those objects around. I have to strictly write them using code. Why is this thing even moving that much over here? I know. So that's basically the disadvantage. You literally write everything with code. You might have a couple debugging tools. I know if I click on this I can see its properties, like its size, font family, font size. I know it doesn't have any font, but yeah, it has a font size. I will create a new scene. I'm not going to work on this one, since if my PC crashes again I'm going to do something really bad. Also, please bear with my jokes. I'm a stand-up comedian in becoming. I know how you say that in English, but yeah, I'm not native. And if I say something very stupid, please pretend that you haven't heard it, okay? So let me actually also present what this video is about. It's about luck-based programming, actually luck-based programming techniques, or actually just luck-based programming. Basically, when if you ever work in an environment with multiple threads, let's say you're creating a game engine, you probably never have done that and you never do it, but Let's say you're creating a game engine, okay? You have a physics system for like detecting collisions and stuff. Let's call it the collision system, and you have a UI, uh, I know, system for drawing rectangles. Something really stupid, but pretend that makes sense. So you have a system for drawing rectangles and a system for collisions, and they both need to access a shared variable or to interlap with each other. You know, right? Like once the collision system does something, then the rectangle system displays a rectangle that provides the player with a feedback that he has stepped on a button or I don't know something like that. You know, and it involves some communication. Now, upon these communications, some errors might arise, you know, like let's say you have two threads, they both need to access the shared data and modify it. So if one thread has no increment, the other multiplies it, of course the order matters. So you must define a proper order first. But what if they actually modify it at the same time? Because the actual incrementation or multiplication of a value is not something really fast. It's a three-step process on most CPU. On some I guess it will be even more step process, but probably those CPUs are older than me. Just a second so I can drink some water. Yeah, better, my mouth was getting really dry. So it's a three steps process, you know. You basically first read the value, you modify somewhere on a register probably, and then you write it. It's not one thing, you know, it's three. So when there are three steps, they might interlap. Let's say thread B does the first step, then thread A does the first step two, but thread A also does the second one, then thread B gets back to the second one, and they need to corrupt the data, you know. If they or not even corrupt the data, but incorrect data, and that's why log-based programming exists to prevent this. Uh, Actually, that's not. Log-based programming is a subgenre, if you call it, of techniques used to prevent this. There are also log-free programming techniques, which are better because they are more efficient, but those ones are basically easier. So I'll make a video about them. Maybe I'll make another one about log-free programming. Yeah, but right now I pretend like I actually know what I'm talking about, and I haven't copy pasted this. Hmm. Joking, I actually written all of this by myself. No, it's a bit awkward because sometimes I want to say something and I don't know how to say that in English, but and it leads me to a gap in my words. But anyway, also voice cracks. Have to fix that. Okay, don't read throughout the script because it's basic. Only read what I highlight because it's basically full of bad jokes. So I want to animate others, not this one, because if I my PC crashes again, I'm going to get really annoyed. So what is this? Oh my fucking, this is so cringe. Okay, from here, read from here. Okay, don't read this part. The mutex will be locked after the. Oh yeah, I haven't said that. In order to actually use the mutex, you find that critical section where you do um in this case when you concatenate two strings, but when you do something dangerous and then you wrap it between lock and that lock, that unlock, sorry, of that mutex, and you do that for every single. I just realized I did something very stupid in this animation. Let me take a note really quick. I actually don't really plan on editing this video. I'm basically going to put it raw. Um, I actually typed that a little bit slower than my grandma, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, here. So yeah, okay, the mutex will be locked after it got locked. That's basically the state of the mutex, right? It will be locked. It's not something literally, and I mean it is, but it's not an actual lock. It's basically the name of a state. It's called, and unlocked is called after unlock is called, right? Pretty logical, right? I guess it almost feels like I'm talking to myself while reading this script, which kind of makes me feel crazy, But probably that is because I am from animating this entire shit, because I mean, it's really boring. Thus, if thread n tries to execute that lock and the mutex is already locked, that means the data is already used by another. I have to rewrite this, used by another thread, and it goes to sleep. Okay, let me actually be more coherent. Hmm. And the mutex is already locked. I'm actually just going to swap it with that and pretend it is good. So my job is to animate this section. So I'll create a new file in which I will export um, default. It's basically some TypeScript syntax. I mean JavaScript, but I don't know if I say something bad, just put in it. I haven't said it. Or you can actually correct me and I know, write a comment so you boost my retention. You know that wouldn't really be pretty bad. I've made that joke earlier too. I'm not sure if it was on this recording or not. It will be pretty awkward. So yeah. So here I export this mix into D, and in my project.ts where only I forgot about this, where I actually use the scene and tell it to motion canvas and tell motion canvas to render it. So I import this one again. It's mutex2. This is basically the new file, and instead of rendering mutex, I'm going to render mutex2. I said I'm going to render mutex2. Haha, that's so funny. God fucking damn. Does not have a export name default. What do you mean by an export name default? What? It does? Haven't I saved the file? What? Okay, I'm just going to copy the motion. Oh, no. Haven't seen anything. I'm just going to copy the this code and see if it works. Bro, I can't even paste this. What the fuck? I can't. It almost feels like it's my first day of programming or something. Okay. Wow. Holy moly. Why does it work? I don't know, and I'm not even happy about it because it means that I don't know why it works, so I'm not smart, which is pretty annoying. But anyway, uh, if you don't know how motion canvas works and you're still watching this video for some reason, I believe you will understand it pretty much by looking at this example. I know because it's very basic and provides you with the fundamentals. Okay, I gotta go faster because time is ticking. I have about until 9 a.m. again, so I have to go fast. Okay, I have a couple pre-made components, so let me present you the background. The background is this really pink thing, which looks worse. I actually have two monitors because I'm a really rich guy, and on the other monitor it looked better, but on this one looks pretty crap. Like the kind of thing you see when you eat mushrooms. But yeah, I mean it works for math video because it goes by the same vibe. Uh, I usually add wait until next event at the end of my scenes because it's convenient to make them as long as I want, like anything in life. And I will I like to actually try to copy a thing that I did before. I think it's the one from race condition. Whoa. Okay, let me just copy something from here. Prepare to be impressed, right? Prepare. Um, it actually feels like I'm somewhat stupider while coding while and speaking. I thought it will actually make me um, better, because I have a sense of accountability because I have to code fast since I want to present myself as a good programmer. But it almost feels like I'm being 10 times as slow. I'm kidding, I'm even slower than this. Okay, line, create signal, but you know, some things you might want to just take them slow, not go fast. I'm just importing everything right now, okay? LARP. It's pretty weird for an animation library to not have a LARP function, or does it? Yeah, it basically has any LARP function besides normal LARP function, but yeah. So I have to write this with my bare hands. Everything imported? No. Wait, what remap is this? Okay, the good one. Vector 2. Couldn't I have a copy paste the actual imports? No, because I don't want to. And again, why did I say again? It doesn't really work. I suppose the threads are invisible, or basically their end is elsewhere that start, so I can start whenever I want. Their end is set at 0, and their end basically means the percentage of them which are drawn. So I basically create a chain. Here the animations will be executed sequentially, and inside of this I will create a all, which is the same thing but in parallel. And inside of it I will make the thread A, is it called? Yeah. It's a reference, and I'll make its end to 1. And hell yeah, looks fantastic. I have no idea why I used different fonts for A. Why do I want it to be that fancy? But I'm too lazy to modify it, so I guess it does the job done. And thread B. But wait a minute, this is actually not the thing that I wanted to go. It's not the actual code snippet, the actual log that I want. I wanted something else. Gosh, I'm moving so freaking slow. Is it the race condition? No. Is it actually in the mutex? No. I find animations with 2 lines kind of interfering with each other. Let me actually just look in the imports, I might find it here. So there are like 2 arrows going together towards, not here, towards some kind of object, which represented perfectly what I want. And I remember I imported some kind of custom made object where I wanted to use this. Not here. Really? Not here? I'm pretty sure here. No. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it is here. So yeah, I'm looking for that object. It was called object value. Can I somehow search within all my files? It's oh, there you are. Create thread array. Hell yeah, exactly what I want. Okay, let me take this. Have I deleted it? No. Okay, and then go into what file was I in? I was in mutex 2 and paste this up here. More imports, yeah, more and more imports. Color, create thread array. No, what does it return? A generator. So I have to say yield in front of it in order for it to work. And pass a view name and main, and it returns a line ref and an accent. Was it an array? I think so. Create thread array. Oh, actually, return dictionary. Bro, how the hell did I even use this? I literally coded this in like a couple of days ago and I already forgotten. Wait, what was it? It was Atomisty? Yeah. Okay. Oh damn, I'm very stupid. Yeah, the earth should be in after. You know, I even started this video confidently knowing that I code pretty fast. As I already said that, but I say it again because I'm really surprised. I thought I would actually move very fast and you know, make myself look like I'm actually know what I do. But it seems like I don't. Also, this uses a random seed for some reason. Isn't it just two? Anyway. Oh, it actually isn't a random seed. It's starting over and over again. Yeah, instead of main. Oh, I actually use that a lot. Damn. I'll add a new angle value, which will be a number. Initialize it as method by that divided by 2 because I have no idea how it will look, but I think it will be nice. And this is the angle. Okay, so I basically just leave out the angle. Okay. It almost feels like I'm brain. I actually don't record for much longer because it occupies a lot of my mind to actually talk while I'm coding. I think I'll still do these videos once I get to something more interesting, but not regularly. I think this was negative action. Okay. I actually don't want that text anymore. Why does it keep appearing? Oh yeah, because of the rectangle. It looks so much shorter without that section. So reaction 1 should I just change the end? Okay, and it goes into a really random direction for some reason. That's because it was coded with other purposes, but let's say like this. Too fast, too fast. What? That's even faster. What? Oh yeah, it's a gigantic radius. Let's put it like this. Four maybe. Wait, what? I was modifying the actual value, not the time. So the time is basically the second parameter, and the first one is the value. Okay, now it goes slower. Man, I was watching a YouTuber called Jacob recording and basically created a motion canvas, recording a live stream while he was coding, and to be honest, I thought that would make him kind of more productive, but now that I actually look at it, it's very overwhelming, and especially a live stream. This is basically a recording. Imagine doing a live stream; it will be way more stressful. I mean, some people don't really care, but I know, just my thoughts. So in a sequence, basically, this executes, then it waits 0.6, then this executes. That's why I'm using it. So they should get rendered differently, but why the hell isn't be appearing? Also, I think I'll just go by this. No. So I wanted to go from a transparent white to all the way to a bright yellow in a LARP based on this percentage, which I'm handling here. Opacity. I know. Okay. Kind of look at this rectangle from here, but it's the last thing I should care about, since this video needs to be uploaded as fast as possible. I can't be just wasting time on these little mistakes. I don't even know how to call them. Again, I'm really bad at coming with words in English, so yeah, I should focus on the main thing, on the what's actually important, which is a thing which I'm actually practicing. I know it doesn't seem like it, but yeah. Okay, why the hell I can't even see B? What if I put it here? No. still doesn't work. If I use the same angle, maybe same angle, it does work. If I add 0.1, what? What the? What is? What? Why is the angle going up? Man, that's so freaking weird. What the heck? Does this math make sense? Should it be 2 times pi? You know, it's funny because it's already been like half an hour and I haven't done anything. Okay. Actually, I don't even know what to say about this anymore. I'm just going to insert a point instead of an angle. Instead of doing this trigonometry, I'll basically insert the point, coordinates, and the point multiplied by -1. And here, instead of this, I will pass in the a new vector tool 400 400, new vector tool this. Okay, I'll actually slightly scale them so they cover up the entire screen. Pretty good. So now it looks like this. And let me add the shared object, because the entire point of this was being two threads try to execute on a mutex. And the mutex basically covers that object, so yeah, I think you get my point. If not, probably I should learn to teach before making a teaching video. I just realized this point isn't actually 0, I think, which might be a slight inconvenience. But I would think it will give some dynamic value to the video, I know. Okay. Oh, is it actually 0? I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, it is, because it's a minute. Okay, I'm just saying stupid stuff. Anyway. This is an object value. It's basically a component made by me, which is ugly as morphic, like thing that's supposed to represent an object. And yeah, basically it represents a integer. I can change its type. I don't know why I'll be showing to you this. Wait, does it still? I can change its value to 3 even though it is a boolean, but you know, I don't even care anymore. I change the type to this. Actually 32-bit int. Okay. So I want this to appear after everything has executed, like over here, right? Why is it oh, I forgot to actually cast the reference. Okay, so two lines, and it increases, and actually it should start from 0. Two lines, and bam, it goes. Okay, and how should I symbolize that this is protected by mutex? I think I'll just add a icon with a shield or something. Not so sure. Or actually I'll just say protected by I might just modify the object value so it just says protected by mutex because I'm pretty lazy. Or string. So now it also accepts strings, not only this. Okay, and then it's text. I make sure it is text align center. Not this one. No, it doesn't seem so. Where is the type text? Oh, this no. Was that one? No. This one. Yeah, this one. Okay. And should somehow make the actual object bigger. So instead of modifying its scale, I can modify actually modify scale, but also modify the size of it. So sort of like this. But then the also text gets modified. I'll just type in mutex and hope someone understand it. Yeah, that's why I'm also really hungry to have an 8 today. And barely yesterday actually. Yeah, that's good. I would like a little bit more contrast on this. I might add a blur effect, but if I do that, my computer will blow up, so I prefer to keep recording this video. Okay, so first the dot lock is called. Actually, I don't think I'll use B just yet. I'll use this and then a bit later on when I want to toggle. I'll call object value dot toggle and ray A accent 1 1. So it basically shines as though ray A is actually using this mutex. I'm afraid some people won't be able to read this, but as with many things, I will address it sometime. I know. I don't really want to figure that out right now. So let me add an icon to this object value. Does it even support multiple children? It better do. I have this icone. Is this French? I don't even know. I know it has. Oh my fucking god! I just said French. I know that O with like a hat on it. I know how to pronounce that. I basically pronounce it probably completely wrong, but who cares? Shield. I want the big that shield. Oh, a shield with luck and it's rounded. That's exactly what I want. Oh, no, wait. What? I haven't copied it. You know, it's kind of nice since when I'm recording this video and I'm talking to myself. If someone actually listens to this, I'm feeling like they also getting crazy along with me, so I'm not alone. And it's always nice to spread your sanity to other people. I don't know how to speak. Okay, never mind that. Okay, I'll put it not here, but here. Too far off. It took me 40 minutes just to add a couple elements, but hey, productivity, baby, that's what we're doing. Const. I'll create a reference to this shield so I can animate it. So once they toggle, I would like to also make the shield appear. So I will say shield dot opacity turn to 100% and its scale. Do that. So very well. Should I go to opacity to 0 and make its scale to 0.4. So now when it toggles, I actually wanted to also modify its offset. So it goes slightly, it moves slightly when it appears. I went to the left. No, not left. Actually, like this and down. Yeah. And it's offset to 0. Perfect. And maybe another easing style. When I create this kind of appearing animation, I use ease out cubic because the beginning doesn't really matter. And it gives sort of fluid look, because it happens in parallel to other animations, because the other ones use easing out cubic by default and this one is ease out, and they get slightly changed. And sometimes it works perfectly, but now it actually looks worse. But or does it? No, I actually like it. Never mind. Okay, let me just shit a little bit. Oh, I want to make this translucent and a bit darker. This is actually a custom component made by me, as I said. It uses the GM ranked other hood, which is basically a gas morphic rectangle. And when I release the video, I'll have the source code in the description if you're interested. So yeah, probably it's already released when you see this. Okay. So it's basically used, and I think I'll shut up the shut up. What the heck they even said? Shut up. This shut off. The is that never word, like a expression, I don't know, I'll basically launch thread B. So yield whole day and 0.41. It's kind of funny since I'm getting more and more comfortable with this. Shield myself for a second there. Okay. Actually, I don't think the progress was lost, but yeah, it's scary, you know, when you see it, your view changes because you might have deleted something, you know. Maybe how should I signalize that it is blocked? Like it stops, right? It doesn't go through it. Oh yeah, this is the laziest and the best way to do it. Is out bounds. Perfect. Man, that looks so goofy. I find that funny since I look at these animations 24/7. Yeah, yeah, it looks good. Okay. Do those threads actually have names? Thread N. Why the hell did I swapped A with N? I know. Yeah. So thread N is basically the white one. It's already logged. I think I'll also say that it will be taken by thread N once the initial thread goes finishes using the mutex. So how do I say this? And goes to sleep. It will wake up once thread A finishes his job. When thread A unlocks the mutex. Probably I will change the script once I'm actually recording it because I will realize how stupid it sounds, so it doesn't really matter. The fundament it matters, right? So if you're doing similar workflow like me, like your first writing animation, then you're actually recording it, don't focus on the actual words, focus on the fundamentals that you transfer, so your purpose is actually creating animations, not the audio. So you just need a scheme of what you want to say, but you don't actually need to know the exact words, okay? So basically don't waste your time writing the script since you're probably going to modify it anyway. Okay, and now another one where B wakes up, where B dot end 1 is up cubic. Okay, not is up cubic maybe. Actually is in cubic. In is in is basically only applying the cubic animation in the beginning, which means it will it's exactly what I wanted to focus on the beginning of the animation, not the actual ending, which in this case it goes to I don't know, outside the screen on my right, so I only care about the beginning. And also before this I like to symbolize that the initial thread has finished to work with the mutex, so I'll basically do the exact opposite of this. Toggle false. Okay, that doesn't work. I guess I have written it wrong. Oh, I actually have a pop method. Oh, that's so good. So I don't have to turn it scale. I can just write pop. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, it's a bit fast, but who cares? Uh, I keep saying those things about um, who cares, because it's something that I want to focus myself in, because that's probably my biggest problem, getting distracted by other tasks instead of working on the important one. So yeah, that's why I'm actually relying this much on this idea. I can actually display some info. I completely forgot about this. Yeah, I'm such a genius sometimes. I write things and I forgot about them, which are extremely useful. Um, Actually, I won't write this. Monitor to bit int, and I'll add some info here. Object, which is 20. Object value dot show info. Um, Protected by mutex to and generator. What? Oh no, that's what it returns. Uh, Duration, and that's it, I think, right? Also, I have to basic. Okay, also have to change the position of that shield. Here I read it. Okay. Okay. And now let me see why isn't it turning off. So in the toggle, if on is equal to false, it should turn to 0. Okay. And yeah, same for the shield. Its offset was 0.5 negative. Actually, doesn't really matter because it's completely different now. Or I feel like this. Okay, and change back its scale and its opacity with is in cubic this time. Since I'm doing the opposite, right? But not here. Here. Okay, looks good. And now copy paste all of this and do this. Let's see how it looks. Right, so thread A basically passes the control to thread B. Okay. Pretty good. How much time I got? Half an hour. How would I animate this in an interesting manner? I don't think I can. Um, I think I'll just put a code snippet where it will read the result of the function, try log and try unlock to explain this. So, let's create the code snippet. I think I'll just initialize gmrect you know, actually talked in my native language for a second. Alright, so again, this is the glass morphic rectangle, which I was talking about earlier. Man, what the hell, it will be like a two-line code. Why the heck am I making such a gigantic rectangle out of it? Like this. Scale 0 and const code rect. Not camera, create ref. Okay. And I think I'll also make it a bit more translucent. That's a bit too much translucent. Oh, it's because of the scale, right? So if I remove the scale, it will look like this. Okay. So now I'll add a time event, try lock. Yeah, until try unlock, and then I will basically modify the scale and put the snippet in a second. Okay, I think I actually have an example in a book, because this entire video is inspired by a book and I have many inspirations, but I'll talk about them in the end of the video once it's released. So give me a second to grab it and take a look at a snippet. Okay, I'm back. So it's basically like a 1200 page book about creating a game engine, and this is like a little chapter out of this entire book. It's extremely big. It's like I don't know, it weighs a couple kg, like 3-4. It almost feels like I'm working my bicep just by holding it. I'm searching for that snippet. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the mutex? Here is it. In the book it describes it as a non-blocking function that attempts to lock the mutex but returns immediately if the lock cannot be acquired, which is a really great explanation compared to mine. What? They don't actually have it? Or is it in another chapter? Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot. You know, I'm not that good at C++, and by this I mean I don't know C++, and I don't want to write something stupid. So that's why I'm trying to search for this snippet to make sure that I read the correct thing, but it seems like it doesn't exist. So I haven't done anything. So let me just insert the code and write something down. Worst case scenario, I'll ask ChatGPT. Yeah, I mean it was rendered behind the rectangle, so when you have issues like this, you might want to increase the z index, which is basically the z position. If you view this entire thing in a 3D plane, you now have the x and y axis, and you also have the z axis. Generally, the z axis increases as it goes towards you, So that's the logic here. I know you might know this thing because it's really basic, but I think it's a cool piece of advice that you might have at your sleeve. So once you write a component and it doesn't render, it might be because your z index is not correct place. I know it's not written correctly. Okay. So this is basically a code that say bool result equals to try, what is it called, try lock. Oh man, how was the mutex syntax? Let me look for a second. I forget the syntax. Mutex here. Pthread mutex triangle. I suppose it is, right? Maybe a bit smaller. And I'll add another line. Read attempt to acquire to like the mutex without going to sleep. I basically just said whatever was in that book, but even worse. You know how it is. Good artist create, great artist copy. And I'm not calling myself an artist by any means. Okay. Actually I do, but yeah. I think it's, oh no, I forgot to pass in the mutex. What am I doing? Let me just make sure this function is correctly written, which is not. It's try lock, not try underline lock. Okay. Okay. So that seems pretty good. I think I'll also want to modify it so it is a bit darker. And what was next? I was looking at this red. I'm not really sure why I've chosen it for the theme, because it's a bit hard to read. And it's actually okay, I will leave it. Actually, too much information. Let's see how it works in good old C. Ha ha ha. I like that I talk about it like I actually know what I'm saying. So we have command lock used by two threads. Okay. Wait, is this the consumer problem? I don't think so. The consumer producer? No, it's just a basic mutex use, right? Yeah. Man, I haven't thought about how the hell will I actually write this. I think I'll have to split the screen through three. One for the main function, another one for the thread A and thread B. Okay, for example, consists of the choice, blah blah blah. Which appear in. I think I can just highlight the actual code and I should be fine. This part will be a pain in the ass to animate, but up until there, and even this one, uh, are easy, you know. So for this one, I'm just going to insert 3 code snippets, and I'm going to highlight some sections of them randomly, so let me create a new scene called mutex example. And import it here. And use it in. Still doesn't work. It's because I haven't used the view. I don't think so. No way, that was a problem. Oh, I give the function name instead of giving a parameter, so I think, I don't think that was the issue. Okay, so again, insert background, and add the next event. Okay, I'll try to make it fast so I have time to finish this. Only a quarter of an hour left. So I'll add a GM, actually no, I'll add 3, so get a container, and by container, guys, I only mean like a node that contains every single code snippet, in this case basically a parent of more children. And of course I'm not referring to parents and children, in the picture case. Okay, so range of 3 dot map like this. So size 400, no, something bigger, 500 by 900, 600 by 900. Okay, that seems fine. And x y times negative 300 plus an offset, and probably I'll write it like this, and maybe decrement the size a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now decrease its size, make it translucent, and add a code. I actually write out by mistake. So const code snippets, which will be an array of 3 main strings. I will insert the code snippets inside of them, so I can use them, in each pad. Notion is okay, now it works. I was thinking about the other section related to, not related to the actual trade, the declaration, but I think snippets. But I think I just add it to the main section, like the main function. Hmm. It's really silly for me to try to introduce somehow this code snippet, this code. I keep saying the word snippet, but hey, it's a very cool word after all. How the hell will I even do this? I also remove this one. I'm just trying to swap words so it's basically shorter. Um, okay, that gets the job done. Like here, okay. Now the same for the other function. So yeah, basically this is like the process which I use to animate those videos. It's pretty boring, as you see. I mean, if you enter in a flow like I was earlier with race, and I was animating like really quick since I have a great setup and I knew what I wanted to do, it's a nice process. But when you're actually trying to come up with ideas and animate at the same time, it's pretty difficult. No, I think I actually want to swap this one. And by difficult I mean boring, because I'm not really creating too much. I'm more thinking on. In this case, I'm actually talking. And I should come up with a plan to optimize my workflow. Maybe, who knows, I might make a series out of talking while animating. So I discuss about how I implement those things in my day-to-day programming. Okay, I think I can also shrink it back. Good. And now the main function, is it big or no? Okay, it is fine. If you have any topics you want to cover in your YouTube channel, and you're interested into getting to this, like animating and discussing about math, I really recommend it, because there are tools like, as I said earlier, Manim, Motion Canvas. Even though it doesn't have like an actual editor Manim, it's extremely useful. I mean, it's basically used by the biggest math YouTuber. I'm not sure if 3B1B is the biggest math YouTuber, at least the biggest I know. But it's basically a gold mine. It's a gem. It's a really good app, a tool which you have at your disposal. So it's basically perfect time to start. And I see many guys pop out with videos like this, and I believe it's basically the start of a trend. There will be many more videos about game development or similar topics. Okay, looks pretty good. So yeah, it's of course it's never too late, but now it's actually the perfect time to start if you want. As you see, I'm trying to make videos of pretty high quality. Um, like I try, it's not really working most of the time. I mean, some of my animations are simply lazy, or I know clink or something. But it basically takes me a lot of time. I'm not moving too fast, as you see. I mean, it's okay, but I want to actually start uploading more. To create a somewhat of a living out of these videos. Not a living, but like to consider myself a YouTuber. Because right now I post like every couple 3 months, so 10-minute video. But I want to get in a point where I post like weekly or even at least once a month. And yeah, it takes work and it takes optimization of your programming technique. I have to get faster at coding and be more productive in general. And I'm constantly working on it. So this will be some advice I could give to someone, if they want to get into this. Okay, so getting back to the actual animation, I think I'll go a bit over time. Here, the following consists of two threads, A, B working with a shared counter. I think I'll actually want some to hold the references like in a ref array. I won't put any start animation. I think I will do that in my post-processing, in my final editing. So I will start directly with highlighting something. Let's see. So first thing I have to highlight this shared counter from this one and the two threads. The two threads are already highlighted, so I just have to focus on the shared counter. So counter. I think I'll get everything in a chain, which should be slightly more convenient. Okay, so counter, and once that goes, I will go to code ref 0 dot code dot highlight. No, that what? How is it called? Selection? No. Oh, yeah. Without that code, selection lines. Okay, so that's actually 0. I'll have to go to 2 then and highlight the beginning, so from 0 to 6 or something, to 5. Okay. and then I highlight the mutex sections from both of them. I will reverse this one to default, so this path goes back to where it was, and then here selection lines, and where the mutex starts from 2 and it ends at line 9 or something, no, 12, 11. So I highlight the mutex section. Actually also highlight the lock the mutex comment, and same for the other one. Perfect. I don't think this is actually necessary. Final value printed should be 2. Okay, I'll just highlight the incrementation and the final value for this one. I won't actually put an output terminal because I think the screen will just get too messy. So lines, what range is this? No, 22, 25. No, 23, 25. Without 26, actually 25. Okay, and I will just highlight the incrementation like line 5, 6, and 6. Okay, then highlight thread B. We'll wait for thread white 1A to finish, then to resume. So I think I'll just do this here. Actually, I won't highlight anything, so I'll go ahead and highlight an empty line. It gives the illusion that the code is disabled, you know. And then thread A was the middle one, so I'll basically reverse the default. And same for thread B, I'll highlight only a line to make it seem like it's disabled. And then once the other case, so thread B goes first and thread A waits, I'll basically swap the, actually no, I won't swap the indexes, I'll just lines 4, default. So like this. And now we get to that wait section. We'll have to plot all of this in a timeline and show why mutex is called mutex exclusion. Okay, it's past 9 AM. This video is 1.5 hours.